Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. So we have a little bit of a mystery here. 2019 Murray. This fine machine's got the 4.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. Gentleman messaged me this week on one of my mower ads that I had put up for sale. He said, "Do you buy mowers?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "Send me a picture of what you got." And he sent me a picture of this Murray. I says, "Do you want me to try to fix it for you instead of selling it to me outright?" He said no, he had another machine that he just wanted to sell it to me. So I told him 20. He said, "How about 25? We agreed on that price, and he just left about 15 minutes ago, dropped it off. I gave him cash. He happened to have the same model CRV as mine, only in much nicer condition. He had a four-wheel drive unit. Mine's just a front-wheel drive. So I kind of looked it over, asked him some questions when we got it on the ground. I said, "Do you use non-ethanol?" Yeah, I use non-ethanol. I know all about that. I looked at the blade and kind of spun it while we were chatting to see if he had hit a rock or a stationary object. The blade was straight. He said, "I put a new blade on it recently." He showed me the air filter. Air filter's new. So I think he couldn't get this running and was running around changing different things on this. So this is why it's a mystery. Usually Harvey, the homeowner, just abuses it, doesn't use the right fuel. In this case, the gentleman seemed to be knowledgeable. Of course he was. He was driving a Honda CRV. So, kind of don't know why this thing won't start. I see a little bit of oil dripping here. Probably when I tipped it over, some oil came out of the overhead valve cover. I can see a little bit of oil there on the bottom screw. He's got it pretty much low to the ground here, cutting manhole covers. So I'm thinking maybe somehow he's got contaminated fuel, or the other thing I thought maybe could be an issue if he has a sticky safety brake cable and it's not retracting all the way. He could have the coil wire grounding out. He could pull on this all week with that wire grounded out. He's not going to get any action. What else? I went ahead and put a clip up here to try to start this thing. So why don't we try starting it, I guess. And if it doesn't kick off, we'll call Mr. Motivation and we'll motivate it. So since this is my first project of the day, I need my own motivation. The green lady and myself have discussed today's plan. She agrees. Let's try to fix as many as possible, and then in between, talk about life and life's complexities. We'll do that at lunch. I don't want him to get sidetracked in the middle of a project. So let me talk to her again for a minute. Hold on. Okay. So that was Aldi's medium roast for all you guys that think I don't like the big jungle and I'm contributing to its downfall. I'm drinking Aldi budget basement coffee. So let's just get busy and pull on this thing, see if it even has compression. Well, before we do that, let me show you the blade. He put a new blade on it. It's got the anti-theft metal detector here from the store still. I wonder if that made the blade imbalance. You got more weight on this side than you do this side. Southwest Airlines departing the area, and he's screwing up my video. So I had, like I said, I had picked a mark when I was chatting with him here, and I rotated this thing, and the blade is not bent. So I don't see anything out of the ordinary down here other than he threw a bunch of stuff on this thing to try to get it to function. That could be another issue. I'm thinking, did he hit a large boulder and went ahead and put a new blade on it? We may have a keyway issue. So this might be a little bit of tomfoolery going on here. I just realized there's a reason for the new blade, is that he hit a concrete curb. So we may be into this for some more work here. It's the 967949301-00 product number. The catalog number, Mike Papa 21450, Hilo Whiskey. It's a 21-inch, 2019, I believe, on the production date. So I just made myself sad here, thinking that he tried to mask a catastrophic strike. But who knows? We may get lucky. It may be a sticky brake, safety brake cable. For 25, either way, I'm not in bad shape. This will be a good seller. It is pulling over kind of freely, like no compression. It had kind of a wonky compression stroke. So we'll juice it, I'll try it, and then I'll try squeezing the linkage together. That may be, like I said, killing the coil. Yeah, I think we got internal issues. This thing may even have a cam gear issue. So I think maybe I just suckered myself into a bad deal. I just pulled the cable. It did move a couple millimeters, so maybe that was enough to release the coil kill. So there you have it. We got a safety brake cable that's a little tight and not functioning. Maybe I can oil it up to salvage it. It doesn't look terribly bad as far as rust. I don't see any visible rust on it. It was just dragging. So that's the issue with this thing, thankfully. So it did turn out well. I got overly excited for no apparent reason. Hold on, I got a drink to that. So the day is starting out well. For a minute there, I thought maybe my positive vibes got flushed down the toilet. Like I said, this guy seemed pretty knowledgeable about what fuel. He knows how to change a blade. He put a new air filter on it. So I'm going to just pull back the bail bar right now and just start it as normal without helping the cable along. And I'm sure we're not going to get any action. It's not going to start. I'll come here and move the linkage a couple millimeters to get it off of the ground tab, and it's going to start. So you guys that are pulling on machines, check your safety brake cable here. Give the linkage a push to the left here, and you may have some success. This isn't the first time that I've stumbled across this. It's something to keep an eye out for. Okay, no action. I'm going to come down here and move the linkage. It did move about 3 millimeters with some help, Tommy time help. So that turned out well. It's unfortunate he didn't want me to fix it. When he got here, I even asked him again. I said, I could probably get it running for you and just charge you for the repair. And he said, no, I got another machine. I don't want this one. So I guess Tommy time is stuck with the 2019 Murray 450E. So only other thing I saw is the handle bolts are loose. The handle was rattly, and it looks like I can tighten them up down here. This is loose on both sides. It was just a little jumpy. So I'll stop that jump. I'll remove the cable here with a set of needle nose and gobber this up with some lubrication, get it to pull freely. They even know my trick with the zippy tie up here to keep this tight against the pipe, because this is just plastic and over 500 pulls on the brake bail. This plastic weakens and you'll break off that little plastic nipple and this will dangle around. I've gotten these machines that way from scrappers with the broken cable here. Put a new cable on and the machine starts. People can't do shit as far as ordering a simple cable. This is probably the simplest thing you can do. All you need is a set of needle nose to squeeze the tabs. This whole cable pulls out of the bracket. So that turned out good. I had scared myself when I realized the new blade could have meant trouble. Could have hit something and sheared the zinc keyway, but fortunately for the green lady and myself, that was not the case. So now we can plow on to another project, which I have plenty of. Scrappers brought me several mowers this week. I have to go through some $10 mowers. Just visually looking at them, people have struck stationary objects with a couple of them. Blades are bent 90 degrees to the ground. Frankie, the farmer, probably used them to till up his cornfield, is what I'm guessing. So I'm going to send you home on this one. We had some luck. Please tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. Glad this thing turned out so well. Mr. Cluck and I are going to get busy. I've been feeding him all week, and he just doesn't want to do much. Oh, there he is. He's getting busy now. Have a good day. 2019 Murray turned out well. I'll go to town on this right now. Maybe even change the oil, put this thing up for sale, clean it up, do a little Lawrence Carroll beautification here on the front. Another shout out to Lawrence. He's going to get me $5 more for this machine just because it's going to shine. Lawrence, you're written all over this ATF container. Give Lawrence some fan mail. 80 years old. He sold 5 units this season, probably 6 by now before this video gets to your dirty little hands. So he's cranking them out, making the people happy. They got decent machines at a reasonable price. So we'll do an oil change on this one. It could use it. So minimal effort on this thing. This will be a money maker. 120 on this right away, just as it is, after I do the oil change and clean it up. These high rear wheel mowers are my starting price of 120. So again, please tip your waitress and wait staff. Come back and see me. Thanks to my new subscribers. Rolled over 1,000 subscribers at 2 a week. It took me a while, but I'm satisfied it finally happened. Thanks for all you folks for coming out. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. Sun's starting to cook me now. I'm going to sign off before this iPad boils over. Typical hot day here in Southwest Florida. I got to get into the shade and start messing around. Have a good day. Come back and see me. Thanks again.